Hey everybody, I want to walk through adding an artifact to my site. So on my site, you can see my student learning goal, and this is my current goal that mine will say from the 21 to 23 school years, while yours will say the 21-22 school year. And so if you see, I'm going to just read a little bit of my goal. It says I'll increase elementary student self-management skills. And then you could keep reading the rest of it. And so an artifact that I know I've already put in place that would support this goal is the SEL PBIS site, but specifically the SEL Core Instructional Practices page. And so I'm going to copy the publish link right here. I'm going to go back over to my site and I'm going to add this as a button because that would make sense to me to add it as a button. And so I'm going to write SEL Core Instructional Practices, and I'm going to put the link and insert. And so I don't want it up there, so I want it to be below. So this is where you have to kind of play around with it. I don't want it to be by itself. So I'm going to put it there. And then I want to have a box that explains what I did. And so I'm going to put a box right beside it. And I'm going to put it right there. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to name it. So SEL Core Instructional Practices site. And then I want to make sure I have description and next steps. Okay, so that's always what we want to be thinking of in terms of what we're doing. And so this first word, just because I'm me and I want it to look a little bigger, I'm going to make it look a little nicer. I just want it to stand out. Make it blue. All right. And so now for description, I'm going to just start writing about it. Okay. So this is a website that was created for all staff in the district to access. On this site, you will find multiple resources that support students' self management skills, such as we'll say check in, check out. And I'm trying to read up here about if there was other things that I mentioned. And I didn't necessarily mention anything else. So I'm going to leave that, such as check in, check out, as an example. Okay. This website was shared with all district staff multiple times throughout the school year, including, we'll say, and we'll put this in parentheses, newsletters, PD days. Okay. And so I might explain a little bit more, but just for the purpose of this, I'm going to pause right there. I might say how frequently I update it, how I find information for it, if I'm collaborating with anybody to add up on there. And so I want to keep asking myself questions like if I was reading that, what questions would I still have about it? So where your evaluator is going to be most kind of focused on is the next steps. And so here you would start to think about as a next step, I would like to expand the use of this site to the secondary level. I will do this by collaborating with school counselors at MVMMS and MHS. And I'm going to continue thinking about that, again, asking myself what question would they have and what else might they want to know in terms of next steps. And that is it. Then my artifact is ready. I might even include a picture of the site there, even though I have the button, just because I like visuals. But that is exactly what you would do. You would want to read your goal. You want to make sure that you're choosing something that would show that you're working towards this goal. If you reference data in your goal, so I should definitely choose something that references the student risk screening scale for another goal. But this is something that I chose to start with. So I hope that helped.